whiteout conditions throughout the Great Plains sure made travel difficult, but we're still expecting a full house at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the ready.
Here's Ramos, throwing to start the drive. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Off the play fake, Ramos firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Broncos at 9-6 now. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Here's Ramos on 1st and 10. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Well, these 2 division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Black apron.
Now Ramos to throw on 3rd down. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Ramos throwing on 1st down. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Ramos now on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here we go with Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Back to throw. Ramos. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They give it to Williams, running right. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
To throw is Ramos. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 9 yards is the loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, as far as 3rd down plays go, that's not going to be one where you say, hey, let's run that one back.
No, I think right now the play caller, he's either circling that one or highlighting it or whatever to know not to call that one again. It's going to be a heck of a postmortem with the head coach to try and defend that one.
And Johnson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Throwing, Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Open man is Duvernay. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Adams.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Throwing on 1st down, Jones. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, he'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. You think about the strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
From the gun on third down, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. There he goes right side. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 16, Jones. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Off play action. Ramos. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Chase Claypool,
62 yards.
And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
And the pass complete to Waller on the out route.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Jones now. A final shot before break. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He hits Adams complete. Touchdown. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Back to throw. Ramos.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Jones throw taken in by Adams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been two ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ramos. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw is Ramos. Throwing again. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards that time for number 14. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Black Ultra. Yellow. Ultra. Go Ultra. Check up.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Ramos now on first down.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Ramos on 3rd down. And he checks this one down to Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Jones on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll look downfield for Waller, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
Back to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Nick Bonito in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And it's complete to Adams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts.
And he's got a man complete.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A huge play there for Denver. 58 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Ramos to throw on 2nd down.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Off the play fake. Ramos. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Max Crosby coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch, and I want to thank you for bringing 2 things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you